Okay, so this is RRShooter, double R shooter, demo day 17. So observation, just quick observation. You did have a sound effect for the splash, but you don't have background music for the start menu, which I generally like just because it lets me make sure that the levels are fine, that the sound actually works. But that's just for demoing. The game said that Xbox 360 controllers would work. I'm on Windows, and they do not seem to work. Also, game capture, please. There you go. There you go. Only keys that seem to work are WASD. Fair enough. Enter doesn't work. IJKL. Space. Okay. Levels seem fine, I think. I've got Wazman. He can't go left. He's incapable of going left, but he can do a sonic jump. Okay. How does that work physically? Because he turns into just like a nondescript ball. Yeah, whatever. M I can't interact with except if I can, I guess, press a button to interact with. What are the controls? WASD, space, numpad. Devs, please stop putting controls on numpad. I mostly use that for stream keybinds, and especially there was a game earlier that used numpad plus, which is the exact button I use to start and stop recordings. So yeah. And there are people with keyboards that do not have numpads on them, so at least give an alternate option if you're gonna use those controls. It doesn't look like I can do anything about the bomb because it's lower and I do not have a crouch. I can jump over it though. Game says I have a dash on. Oh yeah, I do. It's not an air dash or anything like that. Press start to continue. Do I have a start button?
3, 2, 1.
I don't see a start button. I've been tricked. Alright, try again. Can I kill this thing? Yep. I've already forgotten if I can kill things or not. This definitely feels like the kind of game I should be playing on a gamepad. This doesn't feel as good as it could. And that might just be down to sort of the non-standard control setup. But it might also just be down to sort of the movement speed of the character, and I'm confusing that for like just not good input controls. When it's the character controller that's the problem. Because it's definitely like slower than you'd expect and more friction-y than you'd expect. Or at least I think it is. And the fact that I don't have a way to sort of dodge under these bullet hell sections is kind of odd, because it means I don't have that many ways to actually deal with bullets, and bullets are a thing in this game, so having ways to deal with bullets is good. Like, dash makes sense if it's sort of a melee focused game where you can get in and out of range, but here, since range is everywhere, I want more ways of moving away from bullets, and a good one of those is you know, just crouch. Alright. One thing I will point out is that the backgrounds are this greenish gray, but then so are the bad guys. They all have the olive color, so they kind of blend into each other. Especially here, you can see it. It's basically a low contrast, or I was gonna say basically the same color, but they're not the same color. But it is a low contrast, so. Rip.
5, 7, 6.
One of these days I'll figure out what the start button is. It's V. Oh, V is a restart. Is that what continue is supposed to mean? Alright. Oops. That was just dumb with me. Minor points. Thanks for making the mines the same color as the bullets, so that way I know that they're deadly. Yeah, like, see there? I don't know where I could have dodged to get through that thing of bullets. Maybe that's a dash thing that I haven't been using dash and it has iframes. It does not have iframes. Alright. Try this again. I gotta trace back. How am I going to get this on the video so you can see what it says? Let's quickly switch to desktop capture. Right there. Yep. Image angle not set before reading for object spread. Spread drone arm. Okay. I'm sure there's more to your game, but yeah, I'll continue playing. I'll just have to restart it. Back to game cap. Hopefully it works. Yep. Anyways, I was thinking of just not playing the game because I sort of went through the last 2 or 3 areas multiple times and I sort of didn't get better at them. And that's the honest answer, is just that I want to see something else. But I don't think that means that the difficulty is necessarily too high. It's just that as part of doing a demo, I just need to run through as much as I can at once. Right? Here we've got a guy I can't attack, but he can attack me. I just have to be more careful. Yep. And it looks like the best defense is a good offense because I got lots of attack power, but I don't have many options to avoid getting hit. I feel like I got far-ish, decent distance. Kind of get your game, but what do I think about it? Again, I pointed out a lot of small nitpicky stuff, but I mean, feels like a game that works. It's got a solid sort of understanding of what it wants to be. I think, just on that basis, though, I think it could be a little more spectacle-driven, right? Because these sort of waves that I'm going up against are kind of all waves of mostly the same enemies, doing mostly the same things, and it's not really trying to show me new or different things each time I get to a new wave. It's just, you know, endless subway cars. And it could be more interesting if, you know, in addition to these sort of loads of enemy waves that have lots of dudes in them, if there were sort of minor bits of spectacle just put in between. So that way I feel somewhat rewarded for beating a wave. And sort of that kind of goes in the same direction of this sort of high polish roller coaster kind of experience. So yeah, that was RRShooter.